Normally when I fire up the camera to post on this channel, The Art of Slop, it's a little bit lighthearted. We're just gonna go through some drama, maybe a little bit of controversy, maybe a little bit of he said, she said. You know, it might get as polarizing as this content creator disagrees with this content creator and everybody's fans are stupid, that kind of thing. But today, it's so much more than just drama. It's so much more than just daily slop type stuff. Today, something far more tragic than any of that. If you've been paying attention to the news, you know the voice actor that played John Redcorn in King of the Hill was just shot and murdered in front of his own house. And today, I just gotta go through this story a little bit because it is extremely baffling, frustrating, and infuriating. The actor's name was Jonathan Joss, and his partner posted this statement to the internet after the whole incident went down. So I'm just gonna read this statement, then we're gonna go from there. Statement from Tristan Kern de Gonzalez, husband of Jonathan Joss. My husband Jonathan Joss and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home. The home was burned down after over 2 years of threats from people in the area who reportedly told us they would set it on fire. We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times and nothing was done. Throughout the time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear they did not accept our relationship. Much of the harassment was openly homophobic. When we returned to the site to check the mail, we discovered the skull of one of our dogs and its harness placed in clear view. This caused both of us to have severe emotional distress. We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we just saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent, homophobic slurs at us. He raised his gun from his lap and fired. Jonathan and I had no weapons. We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side. When the man fired, Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. Jonathan is my husband. He gave me more love in our time together than most people will ever get. We were newlyweds. We picked Valentine's Day. We were in the process of looking for a trailer and planning our future. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. And for this to happen during Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and during Pride Month just makes this story so much more infuriating. Diving back in. I was with him when he passed. I told him how much he was loved. To everyone who supported him, his fans, his friends, know that he valued you deeply. He saw you as family. My focus now is on protecting Jonathan's legacy and honoring the life we built together. If your concern is how someone coped with trauma or how loudly they speak when recounting injustice and being ignored by authorities, then you never really truly cared about my husband. Jonathan saved my life. I will carry that forward. I will protect what he built. Tristan Kern de Gonzalez. It takes a certain brand of evil kind of person to carry out what is described in this statement over here. In this statement, we get a burned down house, a burned up dog corpse, a dog skull, and a shooting. What in the actual hell is going on in the United States of America right now? This is absolutely infuriating, but of course it's going to lead to a couple questions, right? It's gonna be like, okay, well, this is obviously a hate crime and it's obviously a murder. So they're gonna catch, arrest, and charge this guy with a hate crime and murder, right? Well, sorta half right, I guess. According to People over here, the police report from Jonathan Joss's shooting at age 59 on June 1st alleged that his killer confessed immediately when detained. Okay, that's good. He was detained and he admitted to it. The suspect has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. According to this sentence over here, on Tuesday, June 3rd, the public information officer for the SAPD told People that the department had not established a connection between the shooting and Joss's sexuality to indicate a hate crime. So even as we're sitting here today, what was so clearly a hate crime, there's just not enough evidence to consider it that, apparently, according to to these authorities over here. Our investigation has found no evidence whatsoever to indicate that Mr. Joss's murder was related to his sexual orientation. We take such allegations very seriously and have thoroughly reviewed all available information. Should any new evidence come to light, we will charge the suspect accordingly. Oh, what, this first-hand witness wasn't enough for you? You need more information than that. Okay, cool. Got it, right on. Awesome, really cool. This is absolutely so tragic. I don't need to tell you that murder is bad. I don't need to tell you that targeting someone because of their orientation is a bad thing to do. This is clearly evil being perpetrated out there in broad daylight in front of the guy's home. This is absolutely maniacal. The burned down house, the burned up dog, the skull, the putting it in clear view. It all seems very calculated. It seems like it was something that was preconceived of and planned forward. But that is just me basing it on the things that I just read onto the internet right here. America seems very, very corrupt. Now, going into these comments over here, someone echoes my sentiment. How is that not a fucking hate crime? Oh, don't worry, it's not a hate crime. It's just a cute little murder, is it? It's 2025 and we're still going backwards. This situation, since I heard about it a couple days ago, has been living rent-free in my mind. And I've just been too busy to sit down and actually make a little video about it. And really, what can you say other than the fact that it's absolutely the most evil thing that I've heard of all year? And obviously, I want to send all my condolences to the families involved. And this all comes on the back of the announcement of the return of King of the Hill. How absolutely ironic is that? And according to Wikipedia over here, John Redcorn was gonna be in the new season of King of the Hill. And so now I'm gonna be watching this whole King of the Hill reboot when it happens, and it's gonna be tinged in all of this tragedy. We should be living in a time where people are allowed to be the kinds of people that they are inside. They should live without fear of being gunned down in front of their own house. But it's apparent that we're not quite there yet. But that's basically where the story is right now. I'm gonna get out of here. It's good to have this channel back. The next video I make on this channel is gonna be a whole lot more lighthearted. I'm gonna talk about the whole Anthony Fantano, Ronnie Radke lawsuit situation next. So make sure you're liked and subscribed and hit that bell to get notified when that video drops. All right, I'm out of here. See you later.